Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. Van der Ven. And here's Fernandez. De Paul. And it's Rui Costa. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Fernandez. Turns back here, probably the best option. To Marquinhos. Van der Ven. It's a good spell of possession, this. Rui Costa. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Puyol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Batistuta. And here's Rui Costa. He is through here. Corner then. Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And this is Forlan. Oh, it's Batistuta. Cross needs to be good. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Boy, he struck that clean. It's their second corner of the game. Rui Costa goes short. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Bangladesh have the chance to go the other way. And that has put paid to that. Oh, that's a key interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Threads one in, and he's cut it out. And he's there to belt it away.
Bangladesh are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
An instinctive delivery. Keeper has taken decisive action. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Rui Costa with the short one. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. He'll try to keep this alive.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Tries to pass it through, and he shoots! Oh no, this does not look good. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get onto this? Caceres is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Real chance! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And it's Caceres. Caceres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he latch on to this? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he cuts out the supply. Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. Thuram was in no mood for any of that. And here's Mbappe. He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Forlan is offering a wry smile there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Defending of the desperate variety. And for the first half, that is that. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Milan have reclaimed it. He's got away. Oh, he's all a big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he can thump it away. Kimmich. Batistuta, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Mbappe. Some resolute defending there. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. De Bruyne. Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe! That is ended up in no man's land.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution on the field. Number 9 coming on the field.
Milan
is
appear to be happy to let their front
26.
players stay up front all the time.
Substitution in progress.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that is a little undercooked. And it's Totti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
De Paul, Fiore. Bangladesh, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Thuram cuts out the pass. Rijkaard. Now it's Forlan. Fiore. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now Mbappe. Vieira proves too strong, too smart. Now it's De Bruyne. Now this could be a chance. Well, momentary. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. And we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Tries a shot! And he's stuck it away! Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's well spotted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Bangladesh clearly didn't help.
Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Mbappe, and the shot! Again, a brilliant save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Dembele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mbappe. Van de Ven with a fine tackle. Throw in. And this is De Bruyne. Still goalless. And this is Shevchenko. He's a sharp little ball here. And a chance! They've scored!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And he's managed to get rid. Dembele.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that's another throw. Olise. Out towards the flank. Olise. Here comes the cross.
There's much frustration.
Can he finish? And no mistake. They are purring, truly purring. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass.
And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Fernandez. Now Van de Ven. Rijkaard. And here's Shevchenko. De Bruyne. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, can he get onto this? Nico Williams looking to receive it in space.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, played right into his path. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's De Bruyne. It's a threatening ball. And a shot! And again! They want to be quick to recover this. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bangladesh are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe. Great chance! And he hits the net. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Just 1 in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Shevchenko. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that pass just didn't quite work. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Bangladesh really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nicely weighted ball. Chance! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Forlan has been caught there, it's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. So he's plotting something before playing it in. He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Bangladesh have their second corner now. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Shevchenko. Good running, strong and purposeful. Van der Ven. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And it's Rijkaard. Steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Short changes him with that pass. Not the most accurate pass.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Nico Williams. Number 15.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Number
That's a little
9,
off target.
Dembele.
Oh, it's a nice
Number
idea, but
18,
the execution was lacking.
Shevchenko.
Oh, now here's an
Number
interesting
22,
matchup.
Olise.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Number 5.
Well, the defence
Griezmann.
proved infallible then,
Number
but that
13,
won't be the last they'll see of him.
Kimmich. Number 10, Neymar.
Bangladesh do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Number 17,
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Kante is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
A lot of space ahead. Chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's where it came from.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Conte. And it's Rijkaard. Neymar looking for the run. Griezmann goes for a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Ah, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he was quick to react. And the pass is intercepted. And he skips past his man. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
No outsmarting him this time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Olmo. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neymar. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
3 minutes added time.
It's a searching pass. Oh, that's clever. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Pass somewhat off target. And that's it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal? Puyol with the foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Botafogo already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
Great pressure, plenty of it. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. De Bruyne. Now, can they get him away? Guardiola. He is through here. And the finish! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Botafogo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. De Bruyne powering forward here. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Fernandes. And this is for real chance! And he couldn't finish.
Forlan deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And we have our very first corner. Shoots! The Rossi is there to clear. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cruyff. Swung over. And this is Cruyff. Fernandes, never out of the action for very long. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Cruyff. Bangladesh leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Forlan! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's got away. Steaming on goalwards. Shapes to shoot! And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Neymar. Antonetti. Guardiola.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And he is depth. There's the shot! Cruyff. Spread out to the left. Now it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good take and a good decent chance! And that is quite wonderful. He's got himself an absolute peach. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Bangladesh are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but
I'd say go and grab a third.
Neymar receives it in a wide position. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. De Bruyne. Van der Ven. Aimed beyond the defence. That's it, 45 minutes up.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Bangladesh sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Guardiola. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Bangladesh find a position of real strength now. Out towards the flank. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Cruyff with the short one. Cruyff. And it's De Rossi. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe takes a shot! And somehow he kept it out.
Bangladesh certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Bangladesh have their second corner now. Maldini clears it away. Played out towards the right wing. And now they can spring out of defence. He's going for goal! Oh! Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Looking for the run. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, can he get onto this? Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's good running with the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. And a chance!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Koundé, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's on his own! Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Bangladesh are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Back where it came from. Shot could be on. And they're back on the ball again. It's run loose. And the shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
So, third corner of the game. Fernandez! And he steered it beyond the post.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Stood up well to him there. Guardiola promptly onto that, and that is that. He has found the way through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Fernandez. Rijkaard. He's having a pop! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That's the keeper's ball. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Bangladesh awarded another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Bangladesh have it back and can go again. Knocks it into space.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Neymar. And it's Fernandez. Lovely ball and it goes for a shot! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. De Rossi.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Fernandez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Guardiola. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that will be it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe doing what he does best, just running the show. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot.
Mbappe! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most...
It's Fulham! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe. Pass is just off target. Conte. Iniesta. Now it's Iniesta. He's shifting through the gears here. No, it's come to nothing. De Bruyne. And they can counter here. Now it's Forlan. And here's Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. He's having a shot! That's good defending. Defending in numbers. Good ball, good take.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe! And this is De Bruyne. De Bruyne! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Conte.
Norway always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Stood up well to him there. And it's Iniesta. Cafu. Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Iniesta. Oh, there's a probing ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Norway with the corner, they're first. And here's Iniesta. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Fernandes. Knocks it out wide. Now, can they get him away? And this is Neymar. And the shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. De Bruyne, renowned for his long-range shooting. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, terrible pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Iniesta, can he get on the end of this? Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's chance for a shot! Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Fernandez. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for options for movement. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Norway clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Yamal.
Added time.
De Bruyne. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Mbappe. Decent chance! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Bangladesh are still behind by one, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise. Bangladesh go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second period is on the way.
Bangladesh really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Roberto Carlos engages and forces him off the ball. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. That's a nicely weighted pass. Backward it goes. That is Conte. Threads one in. And the shot! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Norway are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough they'll get another break.
Conte, a picture of focus and alertness. Norway are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter.
Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Norway find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class. They're back within reach. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Bangladesh may be down, but not out just yet. Fernandez running with intent. Forlan. Oh, cracking ball. And that is masterful defending.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard. And that is a little undercooked. Cafu. Mbappe. De Bruyne. Now that looks a decent ball. Now this could be a chance. Bangladesh can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Half an hour gone in the second half. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for the run, and here's Yamal. Always goal side, chance! De Bruyne, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. De Bruyne. Bangladesh do have a chance to counter here. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Beckenbauer. That's Rijkaard. Not the most convincing of passes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's being urged to shoot. And it's Conte. And here's Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he shoots! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. This must be so frustrating for their fans to see. It was almost possession for the sake of possession, meaningless in the end.
Substitution for Norway. Number 14.
So we have movement on
Conte.
both benches.
Number 7, Neymar.
Van de Ven.
Number 8,
That has not gone well.
Iniesta.
And he's got the beating of his
On
man.
the field,
Oh, that's nice.
19, Scholes.
Yamal stood his ground
Number
strongly.
22,
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's having a good look here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Time added on will be 2 minutes. That is a great pick out. Crunching tackle. And that will be the final act. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too.
Fernandes! Oh, it's come loose. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And it's Forlan. And here's Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. This is a promising build-up. Looking for options for movement. Delivered in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Gerrard. Bellingham. No outsmarting him this time. Now it's Forlan. Schlotterbeck gives no quarter whatsoever. Lovely ball and it's Rooney! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, good effort! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And here's Shevchenko. Fernandes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the finish! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still goalless at the moment. Rooney. Good pressure, determined, intense. That pass has been well intercepted. Bellingham. Rooney. He won't be happy with that one. Driving forward. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. Koundé makes the interception. Oh, super ball! Mbappe! And he couldn't quite find the target.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
Rooney. And here's Shevchenko. And he's there to get it away. And smartly reclaimed. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne. That is good alertness. Zakaria. De Bruyne. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Can he get on the end? Real chance! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, well measured. Lovely, now tries a shot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Bangladesh are doing very nicely, thank you. Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Bangladesh are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now, can they get him away? Koundé. Rijkaard. is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Shevchenko.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him, a smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Bruyne. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's being urged to shoot. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He has a look up, shapes to shoot, and it's in. Portugal are level. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So we have movement
Coming
on
the
both
field
benches.
is
Oh,
number
what a
26.
game we have on our hands here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Rijkaard. Bangladesh still have the cards to affect this game. And he's been shifted off it. Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
That's an excellent interception. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Foot in. Rijkaard. And here's Kagawa. Good read, needed to be. Timber gets it clear.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Van de Ven. Great vision. He's through here. And this is Bebeto.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And here's Kagawa. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substitution on the field.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Number 20.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Bangladesh can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Threads one in. Aubameyang unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
2 added minutes has
Now
been
it's
indicated.
Mbappe. Kagawa. That's a good ball out wide. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Looking for a runner. Dani Olmo cans. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mbappe claiming the match
Just
ball
a quick
here.
announcement.
He was the
An exciting
difference.
one too. We're about to announce today's lottery
Bangladesh
numbers. Please
have
watch the
done
screen
it.
if you have a ticket.
They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Picked out brilliant. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's gone out for a throw-in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Always, and the shot! And that was very necessary. And it's Neymar. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's picked his way through. Mateus. The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Spread it left. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Getting up there! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Dundee certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Mateus. Mateus stood his ground strongly. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Kvaratskhelia. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, well measured. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. McAllister. Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. Now that's well seen too. Forlan. McAllister gets over and intercepts. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great vision. And that is expertly dealt with. And the counter is on. Mateus is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
De Bruyne. Fernandes, renowned for his long-range shooting. And we have our very first corner. Neymar can clear it away. Juve tries to play it through. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Mateus with the short one. Oh, that one's going nowhere. Forlan. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, off we go again.
Bangladesh have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Juve. Oh, well played, well played. De Bruyne.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bangladesh ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Neymar powering forward here. Neymar. Rijkaard. De Bruyne. This is a promising build-up. He's got away. Shot could be on. Shot at goal! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Neymar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Now it's Hazard. He is through here. Has to go back here. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he spark a counter here? Foot in. Looking for a runner. Spread neatly. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Hazard. Neymar.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe. Tries one from range. Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Dundee have the chance to go the other way. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Mateus. Looking for options for movement. And he's worked it through. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Bangladesh have fired themselves in front.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Fernandes is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Hakimi ventures forward. Threads one in. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Bangladesh clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's been cut out, well played. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Neymar. Hazard. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Koundé gets it clear. Puyol. Now who's going to be first to this? Aims beyond the defence. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Diego Forlan. Number 18. Mbappe. Number
And it's Scholes. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Juve.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're back on the ball again.
Number 11, Massaro. Number 13, Conte. Number 22.
Puyol spots it and intercepts. Kagawa. Scholes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Bangladesh can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
McAllister. Nicely aimed pass.
3 minutes at a time.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Williams. And he's managed to get free. Oh, shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So it's down to business here.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Driving forward. Neymar. And here's Shevchenko. The muscular approach does pay off here. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar has got himself a free kick. Rijkaard did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now he's running away. Aims beyond the defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Szoboszlai. And here's Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Rijkaard. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and
it's full on! And it's a goal! And we have liftoff! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Forlan. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you know, it was a really smart ball to play him through, the disguise and the weight that allowed him to beat the defence with. It was beautiful.
Great vision. That's a nicely... Forlan! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's in a great chance! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Bangladesh are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace.
Forlan, shot a goal! It's hit the upright. Neymar, he's picked his way through, and the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Neymar, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe picks out, and the finish! In he goes again. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. That is a more than decent... And another try! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bangladesh with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely.
To today's match. And please welcome
And
our
the mood
lads to the
is
field.
boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Oh, great news, Jim. Daniele Massaro is in the lineup, and we know what a great player he is.
Yeah, and I think it's a fact that he's known for scoring decisive goals and delivers in key moments, often in closely fought games too, Peter. And I think it'll be of little surprise were he to score the opening or the winning goal in this one.
Played into the box. Mignon claims it without any fuss. And the counter is on. Fratesi. He's picked his way through. Crossed into the box. That's a decent clearance. Tries to cross. That's put paid to the danger. Defending of the desperate variety. That'll be a throw. That's very neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Batistuta. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Serginho clears without hesitation.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's found space here. Oh, shooting chance! That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Still goalless. That is good alertness. De Bruyne with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. De Bruyne. Good. De Bruyne! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Carrara genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Now it's Batistuta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now here's the delivery. And he's there to clear it. Ruggeri. Great vision. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Fratesi. 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Batistuta. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Tries to play it through. And the ball is out of play. Lobotka. Fratesi. This is a promising build-up. Massaro. Oh, that's a key interception. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Ruggeri. Batistuta in the hunt and looking threatening. He's in a great position here. He has a look up. It's a goal kick. And that was asking for too much. Ruggeri.
There will be one
Serginho kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lobotka has a look and plays it forward. Can he get on the end of this? Serginho. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's following up. There it is! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Bangladesh up by one goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Bangladesh are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Back on the way then. Bangladesh currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Bisek. A heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good-looking ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. That's really well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Still just a single goal between the sides. And he's forced to go back. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is De Bruyne. Batistuta looking to play him in. And this is... He's had a shot! This time, surely! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Bangladesh are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
De Bruyne is being harried and hassled.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
That has been cut short. Fratesi. So what can they make of this?
Such good technique.
Now it's Dybala. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Passing is crisp and sharp. There's the delivery. He'll try to keep this alive. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Floated through. And this is De Bruyne. And he's found a way past. De Bruyne! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Throw in. And it's Dybala. Steaming on goalwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Can he get onto this? He has found the way through. And he will... Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Bangladesh certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Ruggeri. Bangladesh have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Played out to the left flank. Threads one in. He's having a shot! It's in! Right back in the game! Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
He's having a hit! Magnificent from Massaro! A finish of true class! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Massaro. De Bruyne is always looking to break lines. He's through here. And this is Dybala.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Batistuta. And that is well cleared. What a throw in.